The great ship Vilbrand. For the first time in a long time, Merlwyb's course is clear. Now, I need hardly tell you, but any attempt to negotiate with the tribes is doomed to fail unless their minds can first be wrested from the grip of their gods. And so, in the meeting we seek to arrange with the kobolds, I would have you free their leader of Titan's influence. Leave it to us. We will open his ears to reason. You have my thanks. Ere we proceed, there is something you should know. Some 50 years passed when the Sahagin swarmed at our hulls in ever greater numbers. Limsa entered into a covenant with the kobolds. To men shall go the bounty of the sea, to kobold shall go the bounty of the land. An ostensibly equitable arrangement, conspicuously lacking in detail. Aye, inadvertently or not, the wording was ambiguous, and we took advantage of it, moving in to claim the northern reaches of Lenosha, which the kobolds believe theirs. Bloodshed followed, then bloodshed to answer the bloodshed, and on it went, till every ilm of Vilbrand bore the stain of our conflict. This is not history, you understand. It is the present, fresh and raw. And with their kindred's blood yet on our hands, we will struggle to regain the kobolds' trust, even should we cure their tempered. Admiral, you speak of obstacles we are like to encounter at the meeting, but as things stand, I see no reason why the kobolds would agree to a meeting in the first place. And so we must provide a reason. We will restore their stolen crystals to them, and personally deliver the cargo along with my apologies. Bait. They would welcome us into their midst, not to speak of peace, but to have you at their mercy. Aye, and given the wealth of crystals we will bring, I'll wager they will attempt to summon Titan there and then. Meaning a high priest would need to be present, to whom we could administer the cure. Precisely. He is the fish I would catch, but he will not be alone. Nay, he will have guards on hand, and they will lay down their lives to protect him. Yet a single death on the kobold side would jeopardize our chance at peace, and there my venture founders. Yet it need not. What if we were to employ the Conqueror's chain? Though we would still have to weaken the kobolds, it would allow us to subdue them without inflicting lasting harm. The artifact Mistbeard used to take goods and not life? Aye, that would serve. Well done, Marshal. So, friends, what think you of our strategy? The effects of tempering are cumulative, and we may safely assume that the High Priest's exposure to primal influence is extensive. It will therefore take a great deal of ether to reverse its effects, not to mention time. Time during which Alize would be defenseless. Even should we all look to her protection, I am not convinced we could keep an entire army of kobolds at bay. Well, I'm happy to take that risk. It's not as if we have any other choice. Besides, it's what Tesleen would do, and had I not followed her example, we wouldn't even have a cure for tempering, much less a chance to bring peace to Vilbrand. And so, I'm going to cure that priest, or die trying. I believe in you, Alize. There must be another way. I don't know. Music's all hyped up now. I gotta go with the first. And I believe in you too. You and everyone. I know you'll keep me safe. It is settled then. See to your preparations and make for Camp Overlook. We will join you there anon. Okay, so straight to Camp Overlook. The last time we were here was with poor Gabu. Be under no misapprehension. The extent of the High Priest tempering is like to far exceed that of Gabu. But then his was a relatively mild case, milder indeed than the majority of those we wish to save. The coming mission will be a truer test of our treatment. I have no doubt that Alize will succeed with the cure, if we can but afford her the time. Alphino wasn't lying when he said I'd be defenseless, so I'm counting on you all to give me the time I need. Our sole purpose will be to keep you out of harm's way, so leave that to us, and focus on your own task. Indeed, and should you want for ether, you need only say the word. Gabu, did you follow us here? There's something important that I want to say to the High Priest. Express, state, say. Please let me come with you. Please? I'm sorry, but it's too dangerous. I need you to promise me that you'll stay here where it's safe, alright? My apologies for the wait. It took time, but we have secured our audience. All unfolded as expected. At the mention of my returning their crystals in person, the kobolds suddenly remembered how keen they were to be reconciled. And so, in the glorious spirit of cooperation, we are to be received by Patriarch Zada of the Second Order, who awaits our pleasure in the navel. If you are ready, let us proceed to the Agumuro mines at once. Still thinking about all the time I spent in here. I think working on a Realm Reborn relics. A relic reborn, if you will. Alize can be forgiven a certain amount of recklessness, But if she goes so far as to contemplate sacrificing herself, I will remind her how she responded when I thought to do the same. Not that we will let it come to that, of course. Ready when you are, my friend. Patriarch Zada. If the name sounds familiar, it is because he was the one who presided over the deaths of Gabu's parents. I tried to reach out to him that day, only for my pleas to fall upon deaf ears. But this day will be different. We will reach out together, all of us, and we will take peace in our grasp. There's nothing more to say. I'm going to do this. For Gabu and Tesleen and anyone who's ever dreamed of a better future. The Conqueror's chain stands ready. But weaken your foes, and it will see them subdued. This Aetheryte will bear us to our quarry. Should he make to summon Titan, as I anticipate, we will halt the ceremony and restrain him. At this, all hells will break loose, and we will have an army of kobolds to entertain till Alize's work is done. Just remember, none must die. We weaken them and let Einzar do the rest. It is time. Stay the course, my friends. I spy calmer waters beyond this squall. How they're still there.
Greetings, Patriarch. I am Merlwib Blufisvin, Admiral of Limsa Laminsa. I come before you to offer my sincerest apologies for the many wrongs committed by my people against you and yours.
You were foolish to come here. Stupid, unwise, foolish. The Great Father shall have your souls for your folly.
Aye, just as we thought.
Now, Alize! Quickly!
You don't need to tell me!
Let none pass. We must grant her as much time as we can.
Let's save us some kobold, shall we? Protect Alize. I'm beginning the incantation. The girl seeks to harm the Patriarch with vile magics. Kill her, slaughter, slay, kill.
We must protect Alize!
Not if we have anything to say about it. Lavenza, draw the golems to me. I'll deal with them all at once. Oh, the Admiral. Where is the Admiral? I have no idea where the Admiral is. Oh, okay. Cool, cool. She's getting some work done. Yes, it's ready. Go, Angelo. What sorcery is this? His tempering is too severe. I can't finish the job. So one person's ether alone is not enough.
Oh, just what we need.
Oh, and I can go into either one of them.
You're not alone.
They're targeting Alize. Everyone, gather close. I'm not scared of this weak ass.
You're in my sights.
Alphino, let us lend Alize our ether.
Here you are, Alize.
Thanks, you two. I'll give it another try. Bombs. We can't let them get near Alize. I'm nearing my limit. Curses, more of them. Spread out and hold them off.
More! I need more ether! Just a little more!
Jeez. Somebody's gonna have to do something big here. 7 hells, there's too many. Leave this to me. Stand clear, all of you. Of all the reckless things, Alize, now's your chance. All right, please. Please let this work. Out my head, the pain, the pain. Almost there. Lavenza, please lend me your ether too. Of course, like, why not? Like, I have the densest ether here. Ether is waning, decreasing physical ability. Hehe, you're dead now, girl. Finished, done for, dead. No, you don't. No, Admiral, it's too dangerous. I made my decision before I came here. No matter what it costs me, Limsa will have peace. Slay the last one. Exterminate, destroy, slay. Aha, that time didn't do anything. Lavenza, a little more ether. Just a little more and I can finish this. Channel more ether to Alizé. But where is she? Wasn't everybody knocked back? Oh, they were... Thank you. It will work this time, I promise.
Yes, this will do. Here I go. Go, Angela.
Did it work? What?
Yeah. All this time, too.
What is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry, but they died by your hand. You sacrificed them to summon Titan.
No. No, 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 no! Why? Why would I do such a thing?
Now they're just running away.
Would that there were a cure for the victims of the Tempered.
And here he is.
Gabu! What are you doing here?
Patriarch, please listen to me. Hear, heed, listen. The Great Father we have been summoning is false. He only hurts us and those we love. For a long time, his voice filled my mind. It told me to do terrible things. Awful, unspeakable, terrible things. But I didn't give in to it, and you mustn't either. There's been too much pain already, so please, end the suffering.
What have I done?
We share this child's desire, Patriarch. An end to summoning, for it spells naught but misery for both our peoples. For many long years, man and kobold have feuded over territory, pillaging and perishing for the earth beneath our feet. It may be said that we fought to survive, but what we have sown in blood, we have reaped in suffering, and it cannot go on. I would see us set aside the past and work together for peace.
It was wrong of me to hurt my own in the name of the Great Father. Sinful, evil, wrong. But that doesn't mean there can be peace between us. Men cannot be trusted! The bounty of the land was to be ours, and yours the bounty of the sea. But you broke the pact! Violated, breached, broke! Unready as we were! What choice had we but to call upon the Divine to rid ourselves of your tyranny?
None. And I do not blame you for it. In violation of the spirit, if not the letter, of the pact, we took your lands for our own. The fault lies wholly with us. On behalf of all Laminsons, I offer you my humblest apology. I pray you'll find it in your heart to accept it. Yet I know an apology alone will not serve to make things right. So, we will revise the pact to leave no room for doubt. And any who violate it shall face justice, swift and certain.
No, we won't be fooled. Not again.
Please, hear me to the end. Fleeting though it was, there was a time when man and kobold abided together in harmony, in cooperation. In those days, your people shared the secrets of smelting. Knowledge which allowed Limsa Lominsa to thrive. Much of what we have, we owe to the kobolds. And so, for the good of all who dwell on this isle, I wish to make you an offer. We will bear your people's wares to every corner of the world, and trade them in your stead. In return, we will bring you the bounty, not only of the sea, but lands both near and far. Whatever you desire, the Navigator as my witness, you shall have it. There will be no more man and beastman, just the crew of the great ship that is Vilbrand. And together, we will share in the wealth of the world. If you'll only accept our hand in friendship.
We want to believe you. We truly do. But we believed you before and you betrayed us. Fooled, deceived, betrayed us.
There are bad men, it's true. But there are also good ones. And the ones before you are the best of them. They were always kind to me. Caring, nice, kind, and I trust them with my life.
Before I became Admiral, I was a pirate. I stole, I fought, I stained the sea red with blood. Such is my past, and I dare not forget it, however much I might want to. That is death penalty. The pistol I used to pass judgment on my own sire when he fell thrall to Leviathan and betrayed his comrades. It's loaded. If you were to point it at my head and pull the trigger, I would most assuredly die. Though it isn't much, my life is the single most valuable thing I possess. If it will suffice to atone for past wrongs, take it. A single bullet to annul the old pact, and my blood to write it anew. What comes after, I entrust to this man, my second in command. I know that he will do his utmost for the happiness of all who call Vilbrand home.
They really, like, play this up. Like, really draw out the tension. Again, all for another fake out. At some point, they're going to have to follow through. Otherwise, we're just going to stop believing. I mean, I'm glad Merlwyb lives, but it's getting to be almost a cliche of the game now. At least with kind of the long-time main characters.
I do not trust you. Not yet. But Gabu does. And I will trust him.
We want you to know that we respect your faith. There's nothing wrong with giving thanks to the land which sustains you. But summoning is different. Should you hear of anyone who would attempt it, we ask that you appeal to their better judgment, or failing that, seek our aid. We're always ready to help.
Many and more of my brethren are yet enthralled to the Great Father, just as I was. If you could free them too, I would be grateful. Appreciative, thankful, grateful.
Tis we who should be grateful, Patriarch. I thank you for affording us this chance.
Yeah, I say at some point they're going to have to actually follow through, but I fear I'm going to regret that. No, take it back, take it back. It starts to make scenes like this, like all the tension you tried to build up, it's kind of like, I'm not believing it, you know, because you haven't done it yet. You know, I think Papalimo is the only kind of major character that they've killed off. And I say major, but he never really played a big part since 2.0. Like, even within 2.0. I don't know about 1.0, but since then, it's almost always been a character that's been established in that expansion to then die. But yeah, even then though, like I don't want any of them to die. I just want them to stop doing the fake outs. Let's just all live happy. The Admiral seems hell's bent on worrying me to death, but I suppose the ends justify the means. Well fought, my friend. Well fought. Gabu. I'm so glad we could sway the Patriarch. Convince, persuade, sway. Thank you for making it possible. Thank you. The treatment may have restored the Patriarch to his senses, but it was the Admiral and Gabu's words that touched his heart. This moment belongs to all of us, Lavenza. We couldn't have done it without each other. It has taken a long time, but the dream of a lasting peace with the kobolds may soon become a reality, and it is all thanks to Alize. In 2 separate worlds, the seeds were sown, and through the determination of 2 indomitable women, they have quickened into this historic moment. I feel honored to have been present to see it. And that's, I think, everybody here. Twould seem we have found a way forward with the kobolds. Next, we will help the Second Order to free their tempered brethren from thraldom. Theirs is far from the only order, of course, and it will take no small amount of time and effort to reach the rest, but reach them we will, however long it takes. I would say that I was in your debt, but that has long been true. So instead, I will say thank you for helping us to plot a new course, not only for Limsa Lominsa, but all Eorzea. Thank you for watching this video. Tonight's stream was really good, unexpectedly good. I don't know why it was unexpected, but I guess just because it wasn't like a 0.3 patch, really. Usually those are not quite as exciting, and I don't know, but I really enjoyed tonight's patch. I think part of it was doing Matoya's Relic. It's one of my favorite dungeons. I just love Matoya in general. Every time she's on screen, I have a good time. And then going on to the Limsa stuff and with the Beast Tribes and Merlwyb and the pirates and all of that stuff. Being somebody that came from Limsa, and it just, everything feels like it's full circle, and it was just done so well. And I really enjoyed the story tonight. And we actually finished, we got one quest left in 5.4, and then we'll be moving on to 5.5 and the end of what's current in the MSQ. So it's just really good, and it's crazy to think that it's almost over. So if you've enjoyed this as much as I have, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to come join me live for whatever it is I'm up to, by the time this stuff is released, the link to my Twitch is in the description down below. Thank you again for watching, and have a good one.